said, I'm from Argentina. So thank you for the money. You're welcome for the meat. First of all, are there any ICE agents in the room? Okay, good. I need to get home. I just turned 60 this year, and yeah, no, that's not good, but I'm getting through it. And I remember when I was young, I could have sex like 4 or 5 times in one day. Now I can handle about 3 episodes of Netflix, and they're short ones. And a lot of people my age, men my age, they have a midlife crisis, right? Some start playing golf all day, others buy a sports car, some fuck their secretary. No, I would never do that. I don't like golf. The other thing is, it's very confusing for us. This whole thing about deconstructing. When I met my wife 35 years ago, and we're still married. This generations, you have the dating apps, and you just go like this, we had to meet the parents first before using the fingers. Yeah. So it was a little bit harder. But anyway, I saw her walking on the streets, and naturally, I followed her. Back then, it was romantic, okay? Now, you get arrested, so I don't recommend it. But I followed her, and she goes into a boutique, and I had to think of something. I go into the boutique, and I tell her, I want to get something for my 2 sisters. And that was the first big mistake I did. I ended up buying 2 dresses. And she was saying, oh, what a beautiful, what an amazing brother. And then I asked her, would you like to go out for a coffee? And she said, oh, I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend. I go, what is your refund policy? But then our first date was in New York, very romantic. I prepared, she was only going to be there for a week from Buenos Aires. So I prepared the whole thing, I went to the nice restaurants, Windows of the World. I don't know if you guys know what that is. That's the Twin Towers? Okay. Yeah, I know, that's why I'm 60. But we went up there, we went on a cruise in New York, it was amazing. But I was a little bit slow to make my move. So finally, by the 5th day, where I rented a horse carriage in Central Park, it was a full moon, but I'm going like this, I'm not making any moves. So finally, she touches my hand. She says, oh, what soft skin you have. And I jumped on top of her, put my tongue down her throat, I was like a octopus, over her. But it was consensual, okay? Maybe not the horse, but it was consensual. So she goes back to Argentina, and like 2 months later, no internet, no social media, no Instagram, nothing. 2 months later, I get a letter from her. I thought I would never see her again. I get a letter, and she says she broke up with her boyfriend. And she includes 2 pictures of her in a white bikini, And then I realized she invented OnlyFans. Okay? Yes. But I have a son and a daughter, and they helped to deconstruct me. I thought my son was going to be like a better version of myself, like a Mariano 2.0. He's going to have all the hot girls, be really good in sports. At 16, he says, Papa, I'm bisexual. I go, okay, so you're fucking 2 girls? No, Papa, I'm queer. I like men and women. I go, you listen to Queen? I'm like Freddie Mercury. I want to break free. That's the last time I sing, so don't worry. But I said, okay. So he goes to college, and he's dating a guy and a girl. And the woman, he tells me the girl is polyamorous. I go, okay, now, what is that? Oh, somebody that dates different people at the same time. I go, oh yeah. Oh, we had those in my time. You know, we call them sluts. No. That was before, okay. No. I would not say that now. I learned. But that's what okay, so I'm gonna get out of there fast. Okay. Talking about that, I was an English teacher, and I had an English school. So I would like to share with you some tips. In Argentina, when somebody cuts you off, we say "hijo de puta." Okay? I don't know if you heard that. In English, the literal translation would be "son of a slut," but we don't say that. No, okay, sorry, no more. Son of a bitch, right? But then I realized in Argentina they say "hija de puta," and here you don't say "daughter of a bitch," right? You just go straight to bitch. So, and one last thing, just so you understand how it is difficult to translate, we have a saying that says, "La puta madre que te parió." Okay? But I'm not going to say it because I already have somebody here that's just had enough. Okay. So, you do, okay, there's one word here that if somebody cuts you off and she's pretty nasty, you can say cunt. Is that okay? Oh, cunt, no. Okay, in Argentina, you can't say you cunt. Okay. Okay, but no, not to a woman. Somebody that gives you the thing. Okay. Oh, okay, well in Argentina we don't use that word. We use conchuda, which is big cunt. So it's a little bit better. So I do remember that my son, he really likes to eat out, okay? And we already determined it's not pussy. What? Are we in a church group here? Jesus Christ. Okay. Thank you. So, but he loves to eat out in restaurants. So I take him to a restaurant, and this young woman with a special face takes us to the table. So I say, you have an exotic face. Are you from Denver? And she goes, no, I'm from Florida. Okay. Okay. And my son is like, looks at me with fire coming in his eyes. He wants to chew my head off. I go, what the hell? You're going out with a guy, you're going out with a polyamorous girl, and I can't say exotic face to this Croatian? Okay. So there was a joke there somewhere.